Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Bilskie channel. Welcome back to Phillies baseball as we're getting set for Game 2 of this three-game series between the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies here at Citizens Bank Park. Welcome to once again another Phillies game. Appreciate you guys tuning in like you normally do. We're going to do clear skies. It was again a nice day here in the Philadelphia area. Yes, Zach Eflin, who has been cold, I guess, here of late, will head back to the hill looking for victory. As you see tonight's starting lineup, as you see there, it'll be Kutch. Actually, let's go back here. We're just going to let the computer start this off. So we're going to get back to this. Clear skies. All right, so here we go with the starting lineup. It's Andrew McCutchen leading off, Gene Segura, third base, Bryce Harper in right, the big fella at first base, JT behind the plate, Didi at shortstop, Scott Kingery second base, Roman Quinn in center field, and batting ninth and pitching Zach Eflin. We take you to Citizens Bank Park for Game 2. Enjoy the game, everybody.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies look for their 7th straight victory next. Zach Eflin is ready to go as he's on the mound for the Phils. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Now at the plate, Amed Rosario. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
For the Mets, the shortstop, Amed Rosario.
First offering on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Racing back the center fielder. That one is gone. What a way to lead off a ball game. A solo home run for Amed Rosario. 4th home run for him on the season, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Baseball has really changed. Remember when leadoff guys were guys who would just draw walks and steal bases? But that's not the case anymore. Guys like this, they have pop in their bat and they can go deep.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Cano waits on the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem, I think at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
Harper is back, and he reaches up to put it away for a long out number 1.
Number 6.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He drove in his club's only run a night ago. First delivery to him on the way. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Settling in now, Pete Alonso, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. Here comes the first pitch.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike one.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
A nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. 2 out, nobody on. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Striding in, Michael Conforto. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's set. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Quinn is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Rick Porcello is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and if he continues to do that, he'll pitch really well in this one.
Digging in, Andrew McCutchen, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
And there's ball 2 now. Right on, but this is foul down toward the box at third. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Ready with another 2-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Batting second.
So digging in now, Gene Segura. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Here's the first pitch to him. The 1-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
3-0 now. Trouble waiting on deck as Bryce Harper hits next. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Batting third, the right fielder, Ryan.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. From the belt, kicks and deals. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, this home crowd didn't like this guy on the mound before, but now they really don't like him. He's gotten the faithful all worked up by hitting one of their best hitters early on in this game. And you can bet he's really going to hear it if he comes around to score.
Standing in, Rhys Hoskins, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Segura at second. Harper at first. 1 gone. Chopped down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he finds a way to focus on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number 2.
Batting fifth, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Striding into the box, JT Realmuto. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. Porcello sets. Here's the first pitch. Two men are on with 2 men out. And he falls behind 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Here's the 1-2. The bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. They trail this one 1-0. J.D. Davis the next at bat.
Leading off to the net, the left fielder, J.D. Davis.
First pitch on its way. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. This is skied into short left center. Gregorius onto the grass. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
In now, Wilson Ramos. And check out the recent numbers. Clearly providing a lot of thump at the plate right now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. High in the air out to center field. Quinn is there, 2 gone.
Batting eighth, the center fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. First pitch coming. Here it is. Cespedes, commonly known as La Potencia around baseball. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
I know you have to have teammates on base to drive runs in, but this guy has had a knack all year of coming through with clutch hits at the right time to put his team on top or come back in some big games. He leads the team in RBIs as he approaches the final push towards free agency.
Kingery is there, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Stepping into the box, Didi Gregorius. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. First pitch of the at-bat. In his career against Porcello, he's a .300 hitter, 3 for 10. Now the 1-0. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Now the 1-1 pitch. This is pulled into right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit, so the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning, and he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
He went with the slider, but the hitter wasn't fooled for a second. Gets the barrel of the bat through the zone and rips it down the line for a leadoff double.
At the plate, Scott Kingery. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. Behind 0-2 now. Hit out towards second, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. The tying run is in to score from second.
Batting eighth, the center fielder, Roman Quinn.
Into the box, Roman Quinn, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1, and you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Bullet back up the middle. Cespedes is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Zach Eflin.
Coming to the plate now, Zach Eflin. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number one in getting a sacrifice bunt down, make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
Here it comes on 1-1. And they elect to have the pitcher bunt with one gone as he puts this one down. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The left fielder, number 22, Andrew McCutcheon.
Digging in to try it again, Andrew McCutcheon, runner in scoring position with two gone. First delivery to him on the way. The 0-1 offering. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Two out here and a runner at second. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. The set and the 2-1. On he pops it up. And Cano will make the catch to retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. The three of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. Next for the Mets, Rick Porcello. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie.
Porcello.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Center fielder coming on, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The bat, number 1, shortstop Ahmed Rosario.
Back to the top of the order now, and up next will be the shortstop Ahmed Rosario.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
In there, and it's 0-1. Looking at his career totals, Rosario hits a little over the 270 mark. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Two balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
One out, nobody on. This one's down to third. Segura has it. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Stepping in, Robinson Cano. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there for strike 1, 0-1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied at 1-1.
We're back now as the Phillies prepare for their at-bats here in the third inning. And this lineup has been terrific for this club all year. And with the highest team batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage in the league, it's probably safe to say they are an absolute force with the bat in their hands. As one coach put it, we're extremely fortunate. Fortunate to have incredible talent and fortunate to have incredible work ethic. Our guys really are always trying to improve their game, and you see that in the numbers they're putting up. Back to you, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi.
Third baseman, Segura.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Gene Segura is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. And he'll take this one as well. It's now 2-0 to the Philly third baseman. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Fastball taken a little under the letters, called a strike. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Harper.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper, who was plunked with a pitch in his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. To short, hit hard. To second for one. On to first, and that takes care of Harper as well. It's a double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Porcello into the windup. Here comes the first pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Phillies go down quietly there. We played 3 full. We're tied at 1. Now to the plate, Jeff McNeil. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Pitch on the way. And he popped him up. Gregorius has a play. 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. He drew a walk his first time up. Now the pitch. Alonso brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side that they swing the bat, but that's certainly not the case here.
Yeah, this guy just absolutely hammers right-handed pitching. You know, some guys like the ball in, coming towards them, and that's exactly what the righty-on-righty matchup presents itself. A two-seamer in, a four-seamer that leaks out over the plate, a hanging breaking ball. This guy seems to absolutely hammer those.
Right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB. I'd like to see this lineup start working the count a little bit more and drive up this pitcher's pitch count.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
J.D. Davis is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. The 0-1 on its way. Hit on the ground to third. Segura showing off his range. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mets leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth, tied 1-1. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored one run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Stepping in and ready for another shot, JT Realmuto. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. There's Porcello back at it now as he gets ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike. Now a swing and a ground ball for the second baseman, Cano. Throw on to first in time, one away.
The batter, the shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Into the box now, Didi Gregorius. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Down and away, ball 1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Count even at 2-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Scott Kingery.
And in steps Scott Kingery as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Two balls and no strikes.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
Now the 3-0 offering is laid off, but in there for strike one. And this one misses inside. A ball, he walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Roman Quinn hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit softly down the line at first. He's got it, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
First pitch on its way. Line drive to left. McCutchen arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
It's no wonder this guy's pitch count is so low. If they keep swinging on the first pitch, he's got a real chance to go deep into this one.
A windup and the 0-1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Hit in the air out to center field. Quinn is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Up next for the Mets, the pitcher, Rick Porcello.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Rick Porcello. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
2 quick outs in this inning so far, and his pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
2 out, nobody on. bouncer up the middle. Gregorius to his left. He's there for it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1, 2, 3. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Digging in, Zach Eflin. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
In there, no balls and a strike. Off speed pitch, just missed inside. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first, and no one can get there. He'll try it again.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And the Phillies are able to get things started with a leadoff double.
Well, this guy has proven he can make some athletic plays in the field, and he takes a decent route to the baseball here, but I'm not sure anybody is going to bring this one in. Ends up out of his reach and bangs up off the wall.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. First pitch on its way. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Throw on to first by Cano, and there's the first out of the inning.
Third baseman number 2, Segura.
Ready once again, Gene Segura. A couple of walks for him thus far. First offering on its way.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. And they'll end up taking the lead, and talk about insult to injury. Hopefully he's okay. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Throw over to the bag, and he's back easily. Here's Bryce Harper now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Has a look, now the pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Here's the 2-1.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball four anyways.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
The first baseman.
So stepping in, Rhys Hoskins. He's hitless in his two at-bats so far. First pitch coming, here it is. 0-1 the count. One ball and one strike to the Phillies first baseman.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Porcello sets. Here's the 1-1. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 5 innings complete. It's the Phillies 2 and the Mets 1. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The 1-0 home. Lifted down the line in left. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
Now the 2-1.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
Swing and a miss as he went after the slider there, and that'll run the count full. Sure took a healthy hack that time. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Skied into very shallow right. Harper giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Robinson Cano the next to dig in. No hits to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And they can't run it down. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Ball 3. Full count now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. Now in the box, Jeff McNeil. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Scorched to third. There's Segura. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. From the stretch. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Grounded down the third baseline. Segura gets down on the ground. Great play. On to second, but the throw is wide. And they'll tie the ball game as the run scores from second to make it a 2-2 ball game now.
Oh, that's a shame because he made an outstanding diving stop right there. That's when I think the adrenaline might have been pumping a little bit too hard and the ball just takes off on him. Too bad. That could have been a highlight reel play.
Ready for another shot now. J.D. Davis. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. High in the air out to center field. Quinn will get there and he puts it away to retire the side. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6, and we are tied 2-2. So coming to the plate, JT Realmuto. He'll lead things off here in the Philadelphia 6th.
The catcher, JT
First offering on its way.
Realmuto.
Lays off 1-0. Now here it comes.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at bat. One might be coming right here.
Now the 2-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Davis is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first down.
Up next for Philadelphia, the shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Stepping in, Didi Gregorius. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Conforto will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Scott Kingery.
At the plate, Scott Kingery. It was a walk in his last trip. Porcello into the windup. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. 1-1.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Down the left field line and deep. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Phillies down in order. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. At the plate, Yoenis Cespedes. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
You know, Matt, and every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
3-0 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you nothing is worse than having to battle not only the hitter but the umpire as well. He didn't get some of the calls there, but there's nothing he can do about that now. Just got to go right after the next guy.
Hit the other way out toward right field. There to take it in is Harper, and there are 2 away now. But they'll just get the 1 out here as the runner will get back safely at first.
Number 1, shortstop Ahmed Rosario.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ahmed Rosario. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. The 1-0 home. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Harper is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Mets strand 1. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Michael Wacha gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Digging in, Roman Quinn. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First offering on its way. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. But the throw by Ramos is a good one, and he's able to retire his man at first. But hold on here now. They quickly requested some time to take a look at the replay, and they may decide to challenge that out call. So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat that throw. This challenge might work out for him.
The decision appears to have been made, and the runner is safe, so the call is overturned. Good challenge there, and they'll maintain the right to do so again later in the game if needed. Neil Walker will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 12, Neil Walker.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Line toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
The left fielder, number 22, Andrew McCutchen.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Wacha comes set. Here it is on 0-1. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1 away.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. 2-0 now.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Cespedes is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
So striding in, Bryce Harper. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
Here's one that misses now to the Philly right fielder. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. We'll see Robinson Cano when we come back. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and we are tied 2-2. Blake Parker has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 53, Blake Parker.
Ready to begin the 8th. Into the box, Robinson Cano. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
No balls and 1 strike. Oh, and 2 now as Cano comes up empty on that one.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
And here's a swing and a miss by Cano as he set down on strikes, and there's 1 away. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter, and he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Hey, only allowed 3 hits in this one, kept the hitters off balance, and was a lot of fun to watch.
So here's Jeff McNeil as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Boy, there's a quality infield base hit right there. That kind of reminded me of the old Yankees shortstop Derek Jeter on that jump throw.
Hey, that's why this is the pros. Back in the day, that's a knock all day long. But up here, guys are making those plays, at least making you think about them. That's an amazing play by the shortstop to leave his feet and at least make this close.
A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. A pause and the 0-2 down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hot shot on the ground is short. Gregorius has it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Mets leave 1, and this game is still tied at 2-2. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
And he takes ball 1.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
Now here's the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. Scooped up, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Stepping up to the plate, JT Realmuto. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Waka looks in. First pitch on the way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this catches the outside corner, strike 1. Circle change here, but it's taken for ball 2. The 2-1 home. Hit out towards second. And that's just past the grasp of Cano into center, a base hit. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Weak grounder back to the mound. To second, there's Cano. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Digging in now, J.D. Davis. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. And he fouls this one off.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
The 1-2. Hit down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. A little low. It's 2-2. Now here's the pitch. A shot down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. Now batting, Wilson Ramos. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now back, the center fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
So here's Yoenis Cespedes. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ready with the 0-1. Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that is off the wall. But the throw is offline and he's in there with 2 bases.
Wow, he was willing that thing to get out of here. Would have given them the lead right here late in the game, but it ends up hitting off the wall, and he heads into second with an extra base hit. We'll see if the next man up can come through with a clutch here.
And time will be called here, as with the important go-ahead run at second base, they'll opt to go and get a little more speed out there. No balls and a strike to count. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Hit out towards second. Kingery's there. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Jake Marisnick will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field,
Jerry Familia comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings.
now pitching for the
So striding forward now, Scott Kingery. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
You know, it's funny. I can count on one hand the times I was able to actually go to the plate and think home run and hit a home run. I wish guys would just focus on getting into their rhythm at the dish, trying to hit the ball hard and let the chips fall where they may. When they try and hit home runs, it usually doesn't happen.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Standing in now, Roman Quinn. 1 ball, no strikes to count. One out, nobody on. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder is on the move, and this is down for extra bases. And there's your winning run moving into scoring position. And if you're wondering what's left on the Phillies bench, there you go. We'll see if one of them gets pressed into service here. Jay Bruce will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 9, Jay Bruce.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. The 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the winning run will score as they walk off with a 3-2 victory.
Well, that at-bat shows clearer than anything that some guys, they have that clutch gene, and some guys just don't. He brings home the winning run from second and is being absolutely mobbed by his teammates. What a finish.
It was mostly pitching and defense in this one, but the man you see here made some noise with the bat, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
Three to 2 the finish in tonight's game. The Phils came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Blake Parker gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Well, a walk-off tonight for the Fightin' Phils as Roman Quinn comes through with the as the player of the game. He gets that go-ahead double in the bottom of the 9th as Big Jay Bruce comes up and knocks him in for the win. Look at Blake Parker, his second win in relief. Unfortunately, we were not able to get Hector Neris his 21st save in as many tries. However, and unfortunately, Zach Eflin was also not able to get a win tonight. But Blake Parker gets his second win in relief. And Roman Quinn, your player of the game, as we look back over the highlights of this game. We'll take a look back at some of the action that went down earlier on. And the Mets are who got it started first as Rosario goes yard out to left center field, out of here to start the game. That was in the top of the first off Zach Eflin. So the Mets would take an early 1-0 lead, and Scotty with a single here, knocking in a run, ties it in the second, 1-1. Fast forward to the bottom of the 5th. Segura with a deflection off of Porcello, that scores Eflin, and that made it 2-1 in the bottom of the 5th. Tell you what, though, Porcello gave a heck of an effort tonight, as did Zach. But that shot right there is what landed the Phillies their second run. And here the Mets would tie it here on a very rare throwing error by Mean Gene. You won't see that too often, but he threw it right over Scott Kingery's head, and that was able to score the run. So, unfortunately, that tied the game there in the sixth at 2 apiece. And this was all on me. I should have never swung at that pitch. I should have never swung at that. Poor Bryce. Bottom of the eighth, it was Gregorius who grounded into a double play. And again, this was another one that could have put the Phillies up. But nevertheless, it did not happen. And it wasn't until the bottom of the ninth. But here, it was the efforts of Blake Parker. That ground ball out there to Scott Kingery over to the big fella. The ground out. That would end the inning. And this is what would end the game. Jay Bruce goes down and gets that sinker. Sends that out into shallow center field on the ground ball. Scoring the speedster Roman Quinn. He crosses the plate, and that was the ball game. So your winners tonight, the Philadelphia Phillies, by a final score of 3-2. Another close one. Last night it was 3-1. Well, tonight's 3-2. So I would dare say that the games, now that it's getting a little bit on in the season here, are probably going to be a little bit more competitive, especially when you have two division rivals such as this. As there you see, Blake Parker gets his second win of the season in relief. Keep in mind, he is not a starter. He is, in fact, our setup man. Usually go with the three-headed monster for setup, with usually Sir Anthony Dominguez, David Robertson, and of course Blake Parker, who has been getting the majority of the eighth inning work, but he stayed in there. At that point, there was no reason to bring in Hector Neris, as well, he didn't have a chance to get the save anyway. So he gets win number 2. Yuris Familia will suffer the loss. So that leads us to tomorrow night, the Game 3 of the series, before the Washington Nationals come in for a weekend set, and that will actually end the month of May. But Double V will look for win number 7 tomorrow against Jacob deGrom. That will be a heck of a matchup. You got a 6-0 pitcher versus a 7-1 pitcher. But conversely, if you look at it from another direction, it's our fifth line starter against their ace. So we shall see what happens here, as the Phillies now improved to 46-8 on the season. The Mets 31-24 now, as we take a look at the standings, as the Phillies now 15 games up on the Marlins, 15.5 up on the Mets, who they just faced and defeated. Phillies now pretty much have won this series. Even if they lose tomorrow, they'll still win the series 2-1. Braves at 22.5 games back, and the Nationals, who will be coming in this weekend, 23 games back. So pretty much owned by the Phillies is the National League East. It's just it's a tale of a season here. It's I would dare say it would probably never happen in real life, but you never know. That's why we play the game in this game, and but we'll see what happens tomorrow, as once again we look for Vince Velasquez to get win number 7 and get yet another sweep in the season for the now 46-8 Philadelphia Phillies. So that's it, everybody. We will see you tomorrow night for Game 3 between the New York Mets and your Fightin' Phils. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have a good night.